Hey everybody, I wanted to make a test-taking strategy video on how to figure out a system of equations or a system of inequalities rather from a picture of a graph. So this is purely a test-taking strategy thing. I'm not going to cover slope, y-intercept, shade direction, line type, all that stuff. I'm just kind of approaching it from I'm reading this problem and I don't know what to do at all. But as long as you know how to use the graphing calculator, then you can get the answer correct. So this is a very good example right here. This is a system of three inequalities. All my answer choices are very similar, so the graphs will make very similar graphs. So I'm going to show you how to pay attention, like what details to look out for so you can differentiate between um, the correct answer and the wrong answer, I guess. I'm going to use Desmos. You may use a different type of graphing calculator, but here I'm using Desmos. So since I'm looking at this and I don't know what to do, I'm not able to eliminate any answer choices. What I can say is just start graphing answer choice A. So in Desmos, you can graph inequalities. So I can type in X, and then you have all your inequality symbols right around here. So I'm going to do X is less than or equal to 2. And what's nice is it will give you a solid line if it's underlined, and if it's not underlined, it'll give you a dashed line. So if that's something you don't really remember or know, you'll be able to at least see it in the graph here. But anyway, back to this. I need to change it to a less than or equal to 2, and then I'm going to do y is greater than or equal to negative 2. So y is greater than or equal to negative 2. And then the third one says 3x minus 2y is greater than or equal to negative 6. 3x minus 2y is greater than or equal to negative 6. So actually, I know the answer to this. A is the correct answer. So I'm actually going to skip answer choice A and I'm going to get to B. So the B answer choice has a negative 1 in the middle and then a positive 3 here. So I'm gonna do answer choice A last. I should have thought of that ahead of time, but oh well. So when you graph it, it may be hard to see what's all overlapping, but what's nice about Desmos is you can kind of quickly click and see where they're overlapping, and they are all overlapping in this triangular area here. And so you can kind of tell that it's making a triangle, but like all these will make some sort of triangle of intersection. So what you want to do is you want to pay attention to where your lines are. So you have a vertical line going through 2 on the x-axis and another flat line. It's a horizontal line going through negative 2 on the y-axis. What you want to do is you want to make sure you have a line going through 2 on the x-axis, which I do, and a line going through negative 2 on the y-axis. This line goes through negative 1 on the y-axis. That's from this one right here. So that eliminates answer choice B because it's not going through negative 2. And so then I can look at all the other answer choices that have a negative 1 in there and eliminate those. Unfortunately, they don't. So I'm going to move on to answer choice C, and I'm going to change that back to a negative 2. And then it looks like the third inequality is greater than or equal to negative 3. And so it looks like my triangle got considerably bigger. And so what I want to look for here is, let's look at this diagonal line because the vertical and horizontal lines check out. See, it's going through negative 2 and it's going through positive 2 respectively. So I'm going to look at this diagonal line. You want to look for a point that the diagonal line goes through, and it looks like it goes through right here on negative 2 on the x-axis. So I'm going to go to the x-axis, and it hits through at negative 11 there. So it can't possibly be that because I had it typed in correctly. I typed it in incorrectly. It typed in negative 33. That explains a lot. But look, it goes through negative 1 there. So negative 2 there, negative 1 there. C can't be the right answer choice. This video is going well, isn't it? So I'm going to go to D, and it looks like the sign changed to less than or equal to negative 2, and then this is negative 6. So I'll change this to a negative 6, and I'll change the sign to be less than or equal to negative 2. So here in this, you can clearly see the shading's not overlapping in the triangle. Only the red and the green are overlapping, so that immediately that immediately eliminates answer choice D. So now going back to answer choice A, what I said, what's the correct answer? When you type in A, here it is typed in, they're all overlapping in the triangle in the middle. And then when I look at that point that the diagonal line is going through, it is going through -2 on the diagonal line. So you'll want to look for stuff like that. Maybe points of intersections where certain lines meet. Maybe not this one because they're going to meet at -2, 2, -2, and that happens in all the answer choices except for B, right? But this one, they meet at, looks like -4, 3 something, um, and then down to -2. So if I click right here, yeah, -3 something, comma, -2. So that kind of goes in line with what the picture is giving me. So use that to kind of figure out systems of inequalities, and I hope this helped. Thank you for watching. Bye.